I think fundamentally we have to start from um, a position of compassion and an assumption of good faith until proven otherwise. And I think that's something that we can very easily slip out of. If that isn't our main focus, it's something we can very easily slip out of and assume, well, this person's doing it because they're a liar, because they don't care, because they're trying to harm people, all this kind of stuff. And that's so rarely the case. And I think even when it is the case, you lose nothing by having that assumption first, and let the person kind of prove otherwise. Um, when it comes to how I maintain that, I mean, yeah, when I'm talking to people who are very clearly the people being harmed by it, the people who are believing in it but are doing themselves enormous harm, having the compassion there is very easy. I've talked to people who've had all sorts of quite bad illnesses. And in those positions, it'd be easy to say, well, you're gullible, this stuff doesn't work, you shouldn't be such a fool. But if you have an illness that there isn't a good treatment for, a chronic condition that isn't easily treated, and you're desperate and the doctors have nothing for you, which is unfortunately the case in some cases, then I could totally understand why people would turn to something that isn't well proven. But what have I got to lose? I can entirely understand that.